talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, do you? Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm
No, just talk
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, do you? Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop.
Alright, so does it look like it's fun for her to have to live like that? It's really not. It's really miserable. To have some guy just harass and harass and harass and harass and harass and harass and harass. And you're just like, please go the fuck away. Mr. Perry, these are the Charles Perry Stalker Podcasts. It's the 22nd of June, 2023. We caught you guys all fucking week. You know why? Because everybody's sick of this. You're acting like that guy. And you're pester and pester and bother and bother and pester and pester and bother and bother and threaten and threaten and threaten and threaten and harass and harass and threaten and harass and cause horrible loss, one right after the other, and problems and drama, and everything's a thing and everything's an ordeal, just constantly all fucking day. And so we get the intel at the snap of a finger. Okay? We heard you say last night, I don't care who these guys are catching us. I'm going to do it anyway. Wow. Okay. When they handcuff you, tell them then. Tell them to their face. Not behind your little phone computer. Okay, so, you know, you can't here's the thing. People don't like that kind of conduct. They don't like the stress that you're causing, the guilt, the grieving, the sadness, the fear. They don't like it. So they don't like what you're doing to me. They don't like it, Charles, what you're doing to me. They don't like me broke. They don't like me being peeped on. They don't like you harassing me. Just like people don't like him doing that to her. You're mentally retarded, okay? So your attorney's going to have to fucking explain it to you already, because we're tired of repeating ourselves. You have Huntington's disease. Everybody's sick of having to deal with that, Mark. Listen, Mark, we quote you guys every day. We've named your people. You can't name even one of mine. Who gave me the Fabian puzzle? Who told me your client said last night, I don't care who these guys are, we're doing it anyway. How do I know Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Geppetto, Renee, James, Ruben, Dickey, Nesbitt, Betancourt, Lucius, Calvin, Sanjay, Geppetto. I mean, we have the Muffin Man. Who the hell is the Muffin Man? Now, Mr. Perry just typed in my phone, is Geppetto a league? Do not contact me. If somebody goes into your daughter's home and breaks in, he's not an invited guest, he's an intruder, tears up all her shit, beats the hell out of her, rapes her and rapes her and rapes her and rapes her and rapes her, and the cops come. Did you want her to help the cops kick the guy off and out? Or wouldn't you be shocked if she starts helping the rapist beat the cops up? We're not going to help you, dumbass. Here's the thing. Listen to me very carefully. Everybody's very, very, very sick and tired of what you're doing to me. They're tired of me being broke. They're tired of your unwanted contact. They're tired of your harassment. They're tired of your cruelty. And because of that, Mark, we can get it at the snap of a finger. And no one will help y'all. The reason for that is, once y'all are gone, so is all that. This is not rocket science. It's not that hard. When you're gone, all the cruelty's gone, all the harassing is gone, all the rape is gone, all the intrusion and invasion of privacy is gone, all the fear and sadness and threats and harassment and constantly nag.
Please, I can't live here anymore.
It's gone. It's just gone. And finally we can have a normal life. You won't be here anymore to make me broke. I won't be broken ever again once you're gone. We're getting the intel you're not. You can't name one of my guys, I'm naming all your people. What's Renee today? Did you guys call Renee? We gotta call Renee. Did you call her? Did you call her? The reason we get shit like that, everybody's sick and tired of you making me broke and you harassing and threatening me constantly. Get off your ass and go fucking work. You're going to have a schedule to prove you're doing anything but what I say. You sit on your fat, lazy ass and just bother and bother and bother and threaten and bother and threaten and cause one problem after another problem after another problem after another problem. When you're gone, that's all gone too. We're getting the intel to make that happen. No one's helping you. It's been that way for 7 years. It's not a day, it's not a week, it's not a year. This hasn't happened once or twice. It is every day, all day long, for 7 years. They have 10 years worth of intel. You only know about 7. Okay? You only know about 7. Everybody's sick of you doing this to me.
You stalk me, that's why leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes
No,
and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to.
Do not contact her. Do not invade her privacy. She's not to be broke. He said it in March 2020. How much more do we have since you can't understand a fucking thing anybody says? You've always failed to respond like you understood. The more you contact me, the more we get. The more you threaten me, the more we get. The more I'm broke and the more longer Mike Neely's in jail, the more we get. Look how much more we got since March 2020 till now. We quoted y'all all fucking day, all fucking week. We do every day. We have for 7 years. You're the ones going, how did she know? How'd she find out? Perry says he doesn't care. I don't care who these guys are. I'm going to do it anyway. They got a lot of power to tell me what you just said all fucking day. For 7 years. They have it for 10. 7 years that you know of. We don't tell you everything we have. Sometimes I'll just change a habit. Sometimes I'll just do something different. Did you want Broken Arrow Police to pull me over tonight? We heard y'all talking about it. We heard you guys talking about it. Let's get Broken Arrow to pull her over tonight. I'll get her DoorDash orders in Broken Arrow. We heard you talking about it. Not Broken Arrow, you. Your leaks aren't Broken Arrow. The leak is you. Yeah, you're bothering. Because when you're gone, we get the intel at the snap of a finger. Because everybody's sick of what you're doing to me. And when you're gone, that's all gone too. No more of this.
I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice.
That's okay. I don't care.
The need to repeat things for you is at a screaming pitch, irritating level. Everybody's irritated with you. One time. Listen, when you guys get quoted in a meeting, let's get Broken Arrow to pull her over, use DoorDash to do it. You realize how many recordings we have of you just saying that, just planning that specific detailed harm? Hacking is a crime. Okay? It's illegal access and use of an electronic device that doesn't belong to you. Okay, so we've heard you talking about that many times. We only need one. If you want to give us icing on the cake, having the same fucking conversation about doing the same fucking horrible thing to me that is a criminal act, be my guest. But remember, we only need one. Once it's out, it's out. Once we got it, we got it.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
Cannot understand what she just said. Did anybody ask what he thought about her clothes? No. Nobody cares about that. Charles, no one understands why you think I care what you think. You have a lot of nerve to ask me for help. So, if you're somebody broke into Jordan's home and raped her, and he started asking her for help, you'd probably beat the hell out of him. And that's pretty much what everybody wants to do to you. Everybody's very, very sick and tired of what you're doing to me and Mike. Sick and tired of you. That's why we get the information at the snap of a finger, sir, and nobody will tell you anything. Because once y'all are, that is all used to make you gone, you go to jail, sir, then all that's gone with you. What did she ask what he thought of her clothes? No. No one cares what you think, Charles. Nobody understands why you think I would care what you think. I didn't ask you. You weren't asked. You were specifically told, get the hell out of my life. Get the fuck out of my life. I moved twice to get away from you and have no further contact with you and not ever again have to hear what you think or how you feel or what you want. You have shoved that down everybody's throat till we're gagging. Guys are saying things, and excuse the language, but I really need you to understand the animosity against you. He's wiping his floppy dick all over all of us. It's rape for all of us, not just her. I'm not a leak, but if I knew who to leak to, I would be. Everybody's sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of watching him be so cruel to her and just constantly beat her down and beat her down and beat her down. I'm tired of it. It's not just rape for her, it's rape for everybody. That was a guy that said that. We're getting the intel, you're not. We're naming your people, you're not naming ours. Because everybody wants that used to make you be gone. And once you're gone, we don't ever again have to hear what you think or what you feel or what you want. You were not asked. You were not invited to Oklahoma. You're an intruder, sir, not an invited guest. You've been asked to leave. I have family in Oklahoma. I came here to hang out with them and not have any further dealings with you. No conflict, no strife, no nothing. No drama, no problem, nothing. You have come here uninvited. You don't legislate here. Your family's not here. And you won't fucking leave. So, we're quoting you. You're not quoting us. You brought heat and attention to your whole thing. A lot of it. You happy? You don't care who it is. You're going to do it anyway? You sure? Yeah. When they arrest you, say that to their face, okay? You're stepping on some very powerful toes when you go with me. Okay? So, people are sick and tired of the repeat, Charles. And nobody asked you what you think. Nobody understands why you think we care. What you were told to do is be a gentleman and leave everybody the fuck alone. Act your age and leave everybody the fuck alone. Go home to your family. Okay? I don't like you. I don't want anything to do with you. It's rape. So most guys look at you like this.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Alright, so if some guy treated Jordan the way you treat me, and someone was helping her, you'd want Jordan to help that guy, not the rapist, right? Right, not the sex trafficker. So that was another thing we got this morning. Somebody was discussing that. The facts and the evidence do not point to a man who's in love with the woman. He's not trying to do anything to get her to like him. He's trying to starve her. And, there's nothing political on this blog. Nothing. There's no evidence of a political vendetta anywhere. All of this is about him trying to traffic her and stalk her. So, it's not a political vendetta. All the evidence points to, in the way he's acting like a trafficker. Like he's trying to subjugate her. And they get caught when they do it to her. That he acts like he can't tell. He doesn't know yet. So, we understand he's mentally ill, severely. with Huntington's disease that causes paranoia, delusion, hallucination, psychosis, and mentally retarded in that he also suffers from impaired cognitive reasoning. Cause and effect, he can't get it. Before and after, can't do it. Same and different, can't put that together in his head at all. So somebody was asked today, does Mr. Perry have... I'm not told who I'm listening to, by the way. Sometimes I can tell by voice tone. Calvin, I'm getting to where I can understand you. You got cops all over you. You have been such a dick for so long. You notice we quote you quite a lot. There's a reason for that, sir. You are fucking hated. You and Charles and Dave are fucking hated. You have been for a long time. It started before I got here, David. You don't have friends. I'm sorry. I know you ran around and go, I think I have a lot of frenemies. Nope. No, sir. That's not it at all. I thought you were smart. You can't treat people like shit and expect them to like you. Charles has just typed in my phone again. Is it Dave League? I'll never help you, Charles. When you're gone, I'll never be broke again. You will never harass me and threaten me again. We're getting the intel at the snap of a finger to make that happen. When you're gone, that's gone too. We can't wait. We can't fucking wait. The guys are getting a lot of pressure to hurry the fuck up. Let us know if she pressures you. Yeah, you are too. Huh? What was that? We're gonna make sure there's pressure. You set that situation up. We're gonna walk in. You open the door. We're gonna walk through it. Dum. Okay? Every time you call somebody and tell them, we're gonna do this horrible thing to her, and she's gonna call you, and she's gonna ask about this, and she's gonna pressure you. We're gonna walk through that door just to prove out that recording. Okay? We've done it many times before. We are extremely strategic in what we do. One of the main goals that we have is let's prove out as many recordings as we can before there are even arrests. We're getting that intel for a reason. Then there won't be any more broke Cindy. There won't be any more almost dead framed Mike. He'll be fine. He'll be home. There won't be any more pestering and bothering and pestering and bothering. And is this a leak? Is that a leak? Is this... I don't care who... You said you don't care who it is. You're going to do it anyway. Fucked hard. That's what you said. Okay, so this guy says, I guess it was a reporter called. Does Mr. Perry have... Is his mental health declining? And the guy said, his health is in decline, yes. I can't speak to what his disease is. That might be HIPAA violation, I'm not sure. It might be a professional ethics violation, I'm not sure. What I can tell you is what anybody could observe, that he's struggling with understanding what people say, and he does some things that doesn't make any sense. We can't understand why he's doing it. No one understands why the hell you would do that. So those are obvious things that if you talk to him for a few minutes, you'll be able to see on your own. I can tell you that, but I don't know the diagnosis. And the reporter, I guess, or someone said, well, Cynthia said it's Huntington's disease. And he said, well, apparently she got that information from his people, having a conversation about not wanting her to have that information. And clearly one or two of them did want her to have the information. She does what she does with it. Professionally or whatever, I can't say. All I can say is when you talk to him, there's things that you can't miss. One of those things is at times it seems like he can't understand what you're saying, and he's doing something that doesn't make any sense. So that's all I can tell you. The rest you're going to have to get from him. Mr. Perry does not have Tourette's. That is a flat out, straight up lie. If you talk to him for more than 2 minutes, you can tell there's something mentally wrong. If you watch what he does the same thing every day that gets him caught. For 7 years. He's not in a relationship. He's sitting around watching peeping. He's a peeping Tom. Watching women in the privacy of their home against their will. Without their consent. And threatening and harassing and taking and threatening and harassing and bothering and taking. And every time he does it to me, we get more intel that we're going to use to put him in jail. So he can't do that to me ever again or anybody else. That's gone with him. We get it at the snap of a finger and nobody will help him. He doesn't have our guys' names. He doesn't have one quote from any of their meetings. We quote these bitches every fucking day. The conduct is offensive, depraved, deviant, demented, sickening, and creepy. You give everybody the heebie-jeebies. We're all sick and tired of feeling the heebie-jeebies. We're all sick and tired of feeling angry and stressed and scared and guilty and pissed off. And when you're gone, that's gone with you. All of you. That's gone too. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We quote you every fucking day. Right, Richard? Right, Dickie? Right, Mr. Bittencourt? Right, Oscar? Right, Bruce? Who's Bruce? Did you guys call Renee? Huh? Okay, that's just what we got today. When you contact me, we get more, because I fucking hate it. It's creepy piece of, ugh, it's gross. Yeah, you're gross. Weirdo, too. You win the weirdest of the weird awards, and I'm sick of that. Being slimed all over me. You're nasty. So, I moved twice to never have to feel that way again. And you won't fuck off. I didn't ask you what you think. I asked you not to contact me anymore. I will never help you. I'm not told who your leaks are, fucktard. I'm not told who your leaks are. I'm not told who your leaks are, stupid. Get a nurse to help you. I'm fucking sick of repeating myself. I'm not told who your leaks are. I will never help you. I will never help you. If you get anywhere near me, first I'll scream at you, you better leave. If you continue to advance, I swear to God, you will not piss again. You'll have urinary drainage bags all over the place. I'm not kidding you. I'm not shitting you. I will beat the shit out of you, and I won't think twice about it. I'm not going to wait to see if you have a syringe or a chloroform rag, serial killer. You know, fucking crazy bitch. How many people have you murdered? You think our guys don't already know? Pretty close. Nobody's probably going to ever know exactly how many you did. You people you've killed. But they have probably a good idea. We made it look like suicide. We made it look like natural causes. It was just an accident. Yeah. You remember John DeArmond? Tom DeArmond? Was that really an accident? Yeah, we all wonder about that one too.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Leave me alone! Please! I don't.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Okay, so last August is when you really started going at my finances, and there was a whole lot of talk about getting family to make me, against my will, go to Texas where you could, and I quote you, do more to me. I'm quoting you. We got to get her back to Texas where we can do more to her. All of that's documented. We only need to document it once. We only need you to say it once. Everything else is icing on the cake. We can get that at the snap of a finger. Because when you're gone, that's gone too. Shit like that is gone too. I won't ever be broke again. I'll have my privacy back, I'll have my family back, and we won't feel threatened and harassed constantly anymore, ever again. Okay? That's why we can get it, and you can't. That's why we can say your names, and you have not one name of any of our guys. Not one meeting can you quote. You've called and called and called, and Perry asks all the time, constantly, is it this guy? Is it that person? Is it this? Oh my God, I will never fucking help you. Because I hate being broken, I hate your contact, and I hate your invasion of my privacy. And when you're gone, all that's gone too. So I will never fucking help you. We're all helping the guys that are making you stop. We're getting the information, you're not. Right after that, I said that. I'm not to be broke anymore and have to ask for help, am I? You're not to invade my privacy or contact me again. I didn't ask you what you think. I said don't contact me. I said don't contact me in any way, shape, or form. Don't contact my family. Leave everybody and everything the fuck alone. Get off your ass and go work. You didn't listen. That's when we started getting names. Geppetto, Lucius, Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Muffin Man. Your code words, Little Red Riding Hood, Pin the Tail on the Donkey, Rumpelstiltskin, Hansel and Gretel. Oh, we got a shit ton of intel out of that shit. Every time you take my money, we get more. Every time you contact me, we get more. We're going to use that to build a criminal case against you, and you're gone, and all that's gone with you. We're getting the help, you're not. We're getting the help, you're not. Everybody sees you as garbage, sir. You're demented, you're depraved, you're fucking garbage. So then we hear things like that. If she pressures you, let me know. You're garbage. He just did it again. He just fucking contacted me again. When you're gone, that's gone too. We're getting the intel, you're not. Stupid. Listen. People are helping us, not you. They're sick of your unwanted contact and pestering me. They're sick of your harassment. They're sick of you putting me through hell and my family. They're sick and tired of me being broke. I don't know what else to tell you. You sit around and you keep playing something and we find out. And you got, when he pesters her and makes her, takes her money, things don't go well for us. She always finds out before. And here's Perry. Let's do it more, everybody. Let's do it more. I'm going to do it more. Okay. Wow. I don't care who it is. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Then why are you asking me 24/7? Who is it? Why are you bothering me? If you don't care who it is, why are you asking? I don't even want to hear from you at all. I'll never fucking help you. When you're gone, the troubles are gone too. They go with you. So, we all want you gone. We can get the intel. You can't. We are. Everybody's sick and tired of you, Charles. We can get the intel, bitch. You're not getting it, are you? You're not all there, are you? I fucking hate that shit. Get it off me. You and your disease, go home to your family and get it off me.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk,
leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Act like you understand what I just said. Leave me the fuck alone. Mr. Perry, leave me the fuck alone. You just typed in my phone. Is it Adam? Who the fuck is Adam? Yeah.
to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can tell
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
All right, so we just did this podcast here, going over a lot of the stuff that he wanted me kidnapped by Thursday. They're working at it like a motherfucker. You gotta hear them. We hear them all day long. We hear everything you guys say. We have forever. We quote y'all, and y'all run around. How'd she find it? Oh my God, how'd she find it? And Dave Roberson's like, I got frenemies. And I'm like, no, you got enemies. What do you mean you got frenemies? You're an asshole to everybody. What friend's like an asshole? Try taking that course, how to be nice to people so they don't want to hit you in the face with a brick. At Lady Godiva's, all the girls talked about how creepy you were. You don't walk up to somebody and go, I know where you live, and I know your grandmother's maiden name, and I know this, and I know that, and think they're going to want to be your friend, David. You guys try to bully people, and that's really, after a while, it gets a sour taste in your mouth and a sick stomach, and pretty soon, when you walk in the door, everybody cringes. Everybody gets uptight, and people are sick of feeling that, and that's how you make people feel. People don't always remember what you say, but they'll remember how you make people feel. Okay. So you guys make people feel creeped the fuck out. Okay? You're not cool. You're not hot. You're not sexy. I'd be willing to bet a hell of a lot of money. Most of you don't have a woman that loves you. You're not getting texts from me, Charles, saying, oh, I want to see you. You're not getting a phone call from me. You're trying to force a phone call. Take her car, make her walk back to Tulsa, send her out to the club, have them fire her, take her car away, right? And that'll force her to call. How many times we've heard you guys say, if you take her car away, then she'll call. If you take her car, we only need one. Okay, we're getting the intel because you make people sick with that kind of shit. It's not hot, it's not sexy, it's not romantic. There's a reason you're having to buy a woman. No woman wants you, David, right? If you're mean to people, they're not going to like you, and I've said that. People don't like crime. Because crime means you did something to cause another person a loss. That might mean a loss of peace, a loss of privacy, a loss of property, a loss of a person, like Lucky Miller. When you do that, things that are criminal, that means those are things people don't like. David, you ought to be smart enough to figure this out by yourself. I shouldn't have to explain it to you like you're fucking 5 years old. If you do things people don't like, they're not going to like you. You don't have frenemies. Do you understand? People do what you say because they're scared of you. And that's that. They're afraid you might ruin their business, take their home. It's not a friendship, David. That's a dictatorship. So when there's an opportunity that somebody comes around and says, we're going to make this stop. This has gone on long the fuck enough. Give us whatever you can give us. Or put this device somewhere, XYZ place where it can't be detected. Okay, David? We're quoting you too, aren't we? Charles thinks you're a leak. So here's this that we just did, Mr. Perry. You act like you didn't understand a fucking thing I said. So that's what the conversation was. Mr. Perry's not doing a fucking thing that seems like a man who's trying to get a woman to like him. It does seem like trafficking, like he's trying to force her to be sold, which is illegal. You do things that are illegal, people are not going to like you. Because things that are illegal, that's an act that a lot of people in all 50 states, and in fact, human trafficking internationally, the UN has condemned it. Any civilized country has condemned it. Human rights violations, the same, David, Charles, Lucius. Geppetto. All you fuckers that are weird. You guys are weirdo. It's different when you do the crime to me, David. Are you able to tell that or not? Charles can't tell that. Charles is mentally ill. He's diseased. What about you? What's your deal? Huh? Look at that. So here's our disclaimer. Look at all this stuff. This is a lot of evidence that we've collected over the years. This is the disclaimer. Da-da-da. There you go, Mark. Right? Okay? This is the video on how common it is for stalkers to hack a phone these days. You're not fooling anybody. And it's still illegal. And this is what cops are supposed to do when you get a stalking report. You don't let that shit go on. What have you heard of duty to intervene and depraved indifference to human life? It's appalling. We're appalled. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. I'm not gonna... This right here, this blog goes back years, documenting every fucking threat you've made. We get it in great detail, and it's very specific. You're selling people. That's illegal. Selling people is illegal. And you thought you would always just get away with it? When we quote you guys every day, what is it exactly you think you're getting away with? We want to know. When we're quoting you, and you're running around going, how'd she find out about that? How'd she know? Tell us, what is it you think you're getting away with? Tell the court. Aren't you guys in front of Judge Parker and, I don't know, Matt Powell's trying to get in front of some other judge? What judge is it, Charles? That you need to go ahead and tell that judge, what is it you think you're getting away with when we're quoting you every day and you guys are running around trying to figure out who told? Who's investigating? You're calling all kinds of police departments. Is it you? Can I just be candid with you? I am a weirdo. Can I get you to cover it up? I'll make it worth your while. You know how many times we've heard you say that? How the fuck do you make that kind of phone call? Did you call the governor of New York? We heard you were talking to the governor of New York. You think it's New York. Okay. So you're looking for who's investigating you, and you think you're getting away with something? On what planet is that, David? Charles a dum-dum. Are you, David? I mean, we're at a loss. What are you getting away with if we're quoting you every day? If we're naming your people and you can't name even one of our guys and you can't quote even one meeting and you're making those kind of phone calls. We don't make those kind of phone calls. Yeah. Everybody's sick of y'all. You're causing stress, anxiety, fear, sadness. People don't like being threatened. They don't like being harassed. When they're watching what you're doing to me, and you're going, well, if you don't help us, we'll do that to you too. You think anybody would do? And nobody wants to have that. Hear that, and be worried that you would do that to them too. I'll ruin your business. I'll get you fired. I'll false arrest you. I'll smear you. I'll do to you what I did to Cynthia and Lucky and Mike. You'll be dead. You think that makes you tough, guy? Well, here's the thing, David. You don't have friends. We're getting the intel. You're not. Because when you're gone, that's gone too. When you do things people don't like, they are not going to like you. I don't care what lie you tell yourselves when you have your little meetings and, oh, everybody loves this. Okay. But we're quoting you, you're not quoting us. That's the thing, right? We're quoting you, you're not quoting us. Look at your results. Look at ours. Trafficking is a disgusting, nasty thing to do. Human rights violations, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Charles, that's not funny. Is it cute when we quote you? Yeah. Grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with commerce with intent to coerce, interference with contracts with intent to coerce. You want to force a lie and you want to force me to be sold, and I said no. I said no to all of it. I've slept in my car for 6 fucking months. Didn't get a bath half the time. Didn't get to eat half the time. We're going back to that now. Look how much more intel we've got since August of last year and now. Because you did that. Is it cute now when we quote you? Huh, Calvin? They're all over you. We quote you a lot. You put the heat on you. You, Calvin, and David brought the heat on your whole organization. How many millions did you spend getting us intel? Because you got nothing else. There's nothing else to show for what you guys do all day, but we get intel. Millions of dollars you spent buying us intel. Intel nobody else has. Right, Geppetto? Didn't you do your wiki and tell them what day they're going to be arrested? Well, you're not that good at what you do or what? So we got all this that's gone back years. Because when you contact me, you invade my privacy, you take my money, you cause a loss for me, you cause a problem for me, we get more. Because when you're gone, all that's gone too. Everybody's sick and tired of watching what you're doing to me, Charles. Everybody knows that's not how you get women to like you. You're not even, that's not what your goal is. But you've told people that lie, and you've told people about a lie that's a political vendetta, and everybody's like going, did he imagine it because he's got Huntington's disease and he's delusional whack job, or is he just bold-faced lying? There's not a romance. This is not what a guy does when he's trying to get a woman to like him. It is what a guy does who's trafficking people. So stop with the bullshit. You're not fooling anybody anymore. You're not. You're caught. You started getting caught because when you did it to me, you brought heat on you. Right? Fabian puzzle. You don't even have a Fabian. Yep. Okay, there's that. So. Alright, so we quoted you all day again. I have to repeat myself all the time for these people. They got Alzheimer's or something. Perry has Huntington's disease, senile dementia. We don't know what all they have. When I get those, you're going to have a problem because you hacked my app. Now, if you didn't hack my app and it was just doing that, that's different. But they know. They take these into the judge, all of them. Every day. Okay? Yep, she's broke again. Yep, they had the waitress lie and say that she stole money. So now they ran her out of the club, too. She could have been waitressing all this time. Matt wants her out there so he can file a lawsuit and serve her. Okay? The judge hears everything. Well, he's signing off on investigatory orders. If we're quoting you, what is it you think you're getting away with? Delusional. Tell us. Tell the judge. What do you do all day with your time? What's your schedule? Why are you always in Oklahoma? Nobody invited you here. Your family's not here. You don't legislate here. My family's here. You've been asked to leave. You're an intruder, not an invited guest. When you don't leave, guess what happens? Get all this. I wanted her down in Texas this week. You get all this. Okay? You get all that. Calvin called the girls at the club and told them to make sure it's clean. We don't want her getting credit for anything. Not even just the clean. And they want her fired. They want her car taken, and then she'll call. Then she'll do what they want. Right? Then she'll be coerced into traffic and lying and participating in Mr. Perry's criminal organization activity bullshit. Yep. See, we got the intel. Did you quote one of our guys' meeting today? They had two. Did you quote that? When they talked to the judge about all this, have you quoted any of that? I'm quoting judges. Judge Kirkendall said, I need you to leave her alone for a couple of weeks so that I can rule out provocation and entrapment. Because it looks to me like you're harassing the hell out of her. And all she's doing is talking about what you're doing in Oklahoma. What are you doing in Oklahoma? You don't live there. You want to be a legislator in Texas. So why are you always in Oklahoma? What is it you think you're getting away with when we're quoting you all fucking day? Huh? Calvin, you brought the heat on your thing. So did you, Charles and Dave. So there's that. You got frenemies. Do ya? Okay. People love you because you're a serial killer. Look at that. After all this, call Renee. When you contact me, when you take my money, the longer I'm broken, the longer Mike Neely's in jail, and the more you invade my privacy, boy, how do they get up your asses. Calvin, Charles, Dave, you drew heat to you. You drew heat. How many millions of dollars did you spend getting us this intel? That's all you've done is buy intel for us. We've quoted you every day for 7 years, all day long. Those are your results. These are ours. Right? These guys will do just about anything to get a woman trafficked. They have one they are having a hard time with. Yeah, I heard about that. Listen, she's been quoting everything they say for years. They all whine and complain about it, but they keep going at her. So why did they pick a woman who's almost 54 years old and has access to that kind of intel gathering source? I mean, they can cry and whine all they want, but they knew better. I don't give a damn. I really don't. It's too damn bad. They knew better. You think a lot of people aren't irritated at your whining? When you contact me, we get more. When you invade my privacy, we get more. When you take my money, I lose so much as an eyelash because of you. We get more. You cause a problem for me, they are going to cause 20 for you. They've done it for 7 years, Charles. You're just not all there, are you? Look at this. I know he's under investigation. Why is he doing it? Does he have Huntington's disease? Has there been a decline in his mental health as a result of this disease? I can't speak to the specifics of his disease. I can tell you the obvious without violating any HIPAA or ethics rules, because these things are obvious. When you talk to him, you can tell in about 2 minutes something's wrong with him. He doesn't even make sense. He's doing things that doesn't make sense even for him. He's saying things, you can tell he has no fucking idea what you just said. Talk to him for 2 minutes, you can tell. You can't miss it. Okay? That's what he basically said. I can divulge what's obvious. What's obvious is he's doing things that don't make sense even for him. Do it to her, you get caught. You do it to her, you get caught. You do it to her, you get caught. It's different when you do it to her, but it's the same every time you do it. We find out before, not after. And you go right back at it. It doesn't even make sense for you to do that. That's what he's saying. He's doing something that doesn't even make sense for him. I'll tell you that. And when you're talking to him, you can tell half the time he doesn't understand a fucking thing you say. But I don't know. I can't speak to what disease it is he has. You're going to have to ask him that. Well, Cindy said it's Huntington's. Yep. She got that information from his people saying, don't make sure she doesn't get that information. But apparently one or two of them wanted her to have it. She's got it. Okay. So there's that. You're pissing off some very powerful people, guys. Very, very powerful people. You're not quoting us. We're quoting you. They had 2 meetings today. Quote 1 meeting. Name who was there. Yeah, you can't, can you? Okay, so we document this shit that you wanted me trafficked desperately. All damn week you got quoted. Get her to Texas by Thursday. Well, here it is Thursday. What our guy says, her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her or her family. Not in any way, shape, or form. Not directly or indirectly. They don't want to hear from you. Leave them alone. I don't want to hear from you. Leave me alone. Every fucking thing you do is fucking creepy. You are creepy as fuck. I can't stand it. I'll never help you. All that creepy shit you do, all that cruel shit you do, when you're gone, that's gone too. We're getting the intel at the snap of a finger and nobody will help you. Everybody's sick of watching me be broke because of you. Everybody's sick of watching me be stressed out because of you. Everybody's sick of watching it be one problem after another problem. After I should go to work, I have the right to go to work and enjoy a harassment-free workplace. You don't have the right to be there and cause trouble and conflict, Calvin. You're the one that does that, aren't you? I suggest you stop. You're bringing heat on your organization. You leave me the fuck alone. I don't know you. I've not done a fucking thing to you. You call Amanda one more time. You call Paul and Ben and Wes one more time and tell them to fire me or do something to hurt me or bully me or lie about me. One more time, Calvin, I dare you. We heard you the first time you did it. I changed my habit. I quit opening the fucking bag because we heard you tell her, say that she stole the money when she set it up. She's making you look bad. We heard you say it. I quit doing it. You tried to do it anyway. I still have a key to the club. I didn't stop working. I didn't quit. I wasn't fired. I have a sports injury. Oh my God. Charles just typed in my phone, yes, you were fired. Was I? I've not heard that from my boss. So everybody know for the record, Charles just hacked the hacked phone. He just typed that in my phone, yes, you were fired. Okay. So we'll see. Next time I try to talk to him, we'll see if he tells me that I've been fired. Okay, you want to prove out that you just hacked and put that in my phone? That's fine. Okay? For what? What did I do? Well, fired for what, Charles? So that you can starve me until I lie? So you can starve me, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce, so you can do that? Again, you're in a lot of trouble, and you act like you don't know that. You are caught, and you act like you don't know that. So, we'll see if that recording gets proven out, since you just typed that in my phone. Okay, and that'll prove the hacking too. Well, I told you so. We didn't have a fight. Mr. Paul and I did not have a fight, Charles. I'll show you. Look at that. That's the last I heard. Be careful. Do you see that? Does that look like I've been fired? When you contact me, Charles, and you cause a problem for me, Charles, and you make me broke, Charles, and you invade my privacy, we get more. Nothing else has happened in a decade but that. This is the last conversation I had with my boss. Okay? He said, does it look like he said I've been fired? Does it look like he's concerned I took money? Believe me, if I took money, he's the first to text and go, where's my money? You're going to have to pay it. Okay? See that? No fight. Did you cause one? You cause problems everywhere you go. We're getting the information because of it. Because when you're gone, that's gone too. And nobody will help you. So, where's the fight? Yeah, I said I had a knee injury, did I not? I pulled up on the pole one day, the last time I was there. No, not the last time I was there. About a week before I left, I don't know, a couple of days, and pulled my shoulder and my knee completely out. I mean, it was swollen and it was painful. I thought it would be gone in a couple days. I wasn't not really planning on leaving. I was gonna hang out for a couple days till it heals, get right back to work, and it just didn't get better. It kind of got worse. Meantime, I have student loan money, so I go get a hotel, and I'm sick and tired of putting up with Amanda, your girlfriend, Amanda. Was she running drugs for you out of that club? That's what we hear. She's your drug dealer out of that club. Works for you. You don't want me in that club because I catch that kind of shit. Is she? Tell the judge. Tell Judge Parker, whoever it is you're in front of all the time. Are you running drugs through Amanda out of that club or not? Are you not wanting me at that club, so you want to get me fired and whisk me off somewhere where you can murder me after you get me to lie for you? Or not? Are you trafficking people or not? You either are or you're not. Answer the question, sir, for the judge right now. When you guys play all these for the judge. Do it now. Are you running drugs out of that club and you're scared I'll find it? And poor Mr. Powell wants to sue me and serve me there, but you ran me out. Listen. My knee is, oh my God, he just did it again. He just fucking did it again. Wow. Okay, I don't care what you think. I don't want to hear it. He just typed in my phone again. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you, did I? Nobody understands why you think I care what you think. So, I injured my knee, so I left for two reasons. One, I can let my knee heal and not just sit in the back all day. I'm not going to waitress while she's waitressing. I'm not going to get accused of stealing money she's stealing. Okay? Just like that. Even if she just makes an innocent mistake, that's not my deal. That's not my problem. I don't want to get accused of anything. And Calvin, we heard you telling her to do that. You guys were recorded. We heard you. It's already been played for the judge in your criminal case. Okay? We're quoting you. Where's that going? It's going somewhere. So, every single night I have a bad night door dashing, same thing. No more DoorDash money. We get her fired from the club. Take the car. She'll call. Then we can traffic her. We heard you today. You are recorded. You're drawing heat on your organization. Charles, David, and Calvin. Not that I give a fuck about your organization. I'm just saying. That's just the facts. That's just what you're doing. When you go with me. People are sick of me being broke. They're sick of my privacy being invaded. They're sick of you causing problems for me everywhere I go. They're sick of you fucking with my family. I came here to hang out with my family and have no dealings with you at all. We hear that we heard you guys talking to have Craig tell her that she is no longer welcome at his home. Just out of the blue like that. We haven't fought either. They know exactly why I'm staying away. Because you threatened our business with EPA. You sat him down and had a meeting. Here's the horrible things we're going to do to her. You're going to help. And if you don't, I'll ruin you too. Right? We'll have the EPA get you. Then you thought they were leaks, right? See, when you're gone, all that's gone too. We don't have any problems getting information, Mr. Perry, Calvin. Name one of my guys, quote one of their meetings. Quote one time there before the judge. Quote him. We're quoting your judges. Did Judy Parker call Chief Franklin and chew his ass out? Get your officers to quit leaking. And he's like, what? First of all, if I have an officer that's keeping a woman who's a citizen of Oklahoma for 9 years safe, you don't get to tell me not to do that. Second of all, I don't know who's leaking. She doesn't even know who's leaking. I don't. No one knows. There's 3 people that know that. I'm not one of them. Chief Franklin's not one of them. Okay? It's none of your business, is it? Okay, so this is the conversation I have with my boss. I hurt my knee and my shoulder really bad. I think it's going to be okay in a couple days. So I'm hanging out there for a couple days. And then Amanda got weird and weirder and weirder, and they start trying to do what we heard the recording say. I have money from school loan. I have $4,000 sitting in my account. So I was like, I got to get out of here. And that way my knee can heal, and I can distance myself from her and her trying to set me up for something. And I'm sick and tired of that. When you guys are gone, that's gone too. So she'll be gone with you. So does she know that? Does she know she was recorded? Does she know she gets to go with you? She's part of it. Conspiracy to commit. Okay, so we're done with you. You understand? We can get it snap of a finger. And so why is it you think you're not caught? What is it you think you're getting away with? Tell the judge that. So I'm thinking, there was a time when it was getting better, remember? And I was about to go to work, and you start typing in my phone, we're going to have you arrested. I'm so excited to see you. And then we hear about your fake wedding that's supposed to cover up your forgery, the lie, whisk her off to Texas, so I didn't go. So then you're the problem. You're keeping me from working. You're keeping me from making money again. You're going to pay for that. You already do, really. Millions of dollars you spent only bought us intel. They got nothing else. Got nothing else to show for how you've spent your last 10 years of your life. But a lot of questions about how'd we find out. Right? Drew attention on your thing there. So we got this. Because when you contact me, we get more. When you take my money, we get more. Okay? It says it right there. The longer you're on my life, the longer you're invading my privacy, the longer you're trying to traffic me, the longer you're trying to coerce me, the longer you're trying to deprive me of food and shelter to make me do something against my will, the more we get. Longer Mike's in jail, same thing. He's a cop. You killed a cop. You framed him. It's called fraud upon a court. There's a lot of fraud upon... How many counts of fraud upon a court are they going to get you with? Perjury, concealment. So, my privacy is not to be invaded. You don't contact me or my family in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly, ever again. I'm not to be broke and have to ask for help. Period. I'm not to be broke and have to ask for help. Period. He said, get your hands out of her wallet. Lucky Miller actually coined that phrase. Get your hands out of her wallet. Respect the law. Comply with the law. That's all we're asking you to do. Not climb Mount Everest. Just comply with the law like everybody else can do. We don't even have to try. Once in a while, I have to try not to drive a little too fast or something like that. Or accidentally run a red light or something like that. But that's a once in a while. It's not a frequent thing. It's not something I do as a habit. It's once in a blue moon. So for you to have such difficulty just getting off your ass and going to work and not doing something that you need to buy a judge, you need to have a call of, can I just be candid with you? We are doing the creepy illegal shit she says. We're as weirdo as she says. Can you just lie for me and I'll make it worth your while? How do you even fucking make that kind of phone call? Did you call the governor of New York and say that? Did you call Governor Stint and say... How the fuck do you make that kind of phone call, Charles? Why aren't you embarrassed? Everybody else is. I mean, you're giving everybody the creepies. And, let's see. When you're gone, see, all that's gone too. So we get this stuff so that it makes you be gone. It's called jail and court and convictions and stuff. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction, don't you think? Dum-dum. Look at this. Why is he doing... Oh, that's the same one I had. Okay, oh yeah, he's typing in my phone. I know where you live, I can see you. I have a protected address. But we have said you're a peeping Tom. Yeah. So that's how you know when I go to work and what I'm wearing, so you can call down to whoever. Does she have makeup on today? Yes or no? Is she wearing jewelry today? Yes or no? What kind is it? Does she have a watch? Does she have earrings? Does she have what color is her shirt? What color? We hear you guys all the time do that. Get a fucking life already. Okay, get a fucking life. I mean, what kind of book? This is the guy I was talking about in the last podcast. Look at this one from years ago. When's the last time you saw her? 2013. When's the last time you saw her because she wanted to see you? 2013, I did her taxes. Okay, well, but she's not texting you, and she's not saying, oh, let's go on a date, or I want to see you, or I want to hang out with you. That's not happening, right? No. She's tried 11 times to get a judge to make you leave her alone. Right? Yeah. Okay, there's no love life, and I'm very aggravated that you have pulled me away and taken away time from my family and my business for your delusion. Basically is what he said. Yeah, everybody's sick of you wasting their time. Okay? Everybody, I mean, we're getting it like that, sir. You're not. Okay, this one, you better be glad. This was 4 years ago. You better be glad she said no. This might have been lucky, I don't know. If it were you, I'd be glad she said no, because I'll tell you what will happen if she didn't say no. You offer her a condo, she can see and do whatever she wants, as long as she's available when you're there. When you're there, she's in the bathroom with a headache, I promise. You give her the creepies. She does not like you. She'll make up every excuse in the book not to be anywhere near you. And you got a mental problem right now, this Huntington's disease. You'll leave incriminating papers around and forget about it, and she'll get it and take it right to those guys. She'll sting up the fuck out of you and you won't know it. People that don't have a disease don't know it. A cop didn't know. He didn't know. I've heard he was asked too. Did you know she was sting upping you? What she was doing? She was setting us up for court because she had been told she was going to be pulled over by these guys helping her. No, I had no idea. Now it's in the brief. I'm very good at sting hopping. I'm not going to apologize for my skills. It's a talent God gave me. A lot of it, 98% of it's gut. You just know what to say. You just know what to do. There's some training that goes along with that, but most of it is gut. You just, somehow, there's no explanation for it. You just know what to say. You know where to lie, and you know where to tell the truth. And you know where to say something to get people talking about certain things, and they have no fucking idea what you're doing. And sometimes, even somebody listening, what I heard somebody say about my conversation with Gene Mitchell and those guys and the cop, these are smart people. These are not stupid people, These are very intelligent people. A cop and a I guess, what's his name? Myers. Gene Mitchell and those guys. Those are attorneys. So, when in my head I have exactly what I want to say and how I want to say it and when I want to say it during the conversation, so that I can get the information I want. And I'm not going to divulge what information I want until it's all over with. So somebody said that. I've listened to her, and even when you're listening, you can't tell what the hell she's doing. You can't tell anything's wrong. It just sounds like a normal conversation. But then after, she'll tell you, here's what I did, and here's what I got him to say, and here's what I am going to do with that. And you're like, oh shit. Fuck. How the hell did she learn how to do that? How does she know how to... You learn some, but most of it's, like I said, it's just instinct. You're born with it, you have it or you don't. And I was born with it. I was raised by, if you remember, by 3-4 generations of police. Everything was a sting up at my house. So, it's from the day I'm born. And you just have ability to talk to somebody in a very casual way, in a very casual conversation, and not be pushy and weird, and just talk and get what you want. And not, sometimes there are questions that I don't ask, or topics or some subject or some comment that should be made that's not made, and that tells me as much as if they make a comment like Gene Mitchell and Travis Myers. I kept waiting for them to ask me, how did you know Mike was drugged? Because that's relevant to their case. Instead, they're talking about emails. You sent me 20 emails. No, I didn't. I sent you 5. I told you I didn't want to bog your email down with evidence. The 5 have evidence attached, so now it's in a Dropbox. But you wanted him to ask me that. That's a relevant question for you, making a claim that there's a harassment situation here, and there's not one. So, I knew exactly how to link him to you. He also did not vigorously defend his client. He made up some, impossible, implausible, with his magic ass, while he's drugged and about to die of opioid overdose. Mike Neely, with his butt, caused decapitation internally, blunt force trauma to the head, and strangulation. Magic Mike's ass. Wow. So, they didn't ask me the relevant questions for that case. They asked me relevant questions for your case. I didn't volunteer it up. I need them to ask me. I'm trying to prove they're linked to you. I'm trying to prove they're on your payroll. That's my goal. My goal is, by the end of this conversation, I'm going to prove they're on Charles's payroll. By asking questions or talking about what happened or withholding certain things. Like, you didn't hear me go, did you guys know how I knew Mike was drugged beforehand? Did you guys know? Didn't hear me say that. I'm waiting for them to ask me, and they didn't. That told me quite a lot. It's going to tell anybody with average intelligence something's wrong, because they should have asked that question. That's relevant. What's not relevant is the number of emails that were sent with evidence attached for Mr. Neely to be proven innocent in his criminal trial. See, I'm very, 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 very good at what I do. The guys that help me are even better. So tell us, please, Mr. Perry, what is it you think you're getting away with? Okay? When you do the crime to me, you get caught. You spent millions of dollars getting us intel. Millions of dollars you spent to chase a lie, bought us the truth. It's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. You get caught. Like never before in your lives. Calvin, David, and Charles have drawn hate to your thing. See, right there. What they wanted done is she's fired. They take her car. Then when she calls them, they want her to call. They're going to take her to Vegas, dump her ass out, and tell her, when you get tired of starving to death, call us. We'll take you back to Texas. You wanted to go to Vegas? We'll take you to Vegas. What made... I've never said that. I've not said I want to go to Vegas. Maybe to visit. I live in Oklahoma to be with my family. Once you're in jail, I can be with my family. That's why we're getting all this, to put you in jail. All the shit you do, the problems you cause, the trouble you make, God, it's gone with you. It's gone when you're gone. All the creepy feeling we get every time you contact me, I fucking hate it. You're fucking creepy. You're just weirdo. I mean, it doesn't get any more weirdo than you. It's so embarrassing. Why aren't you embarrassed? So fucking embarrassing, sir. I wouldn't walk in a room with you for millions. You think, anyways, my point in that whole thing is, you think if I'm in the same room with you for more than 2 minutes, you think I'm not going to get you to say shit you wish you could take back? If you even remember saying it. And as good as I am, those guys that are helping me are better. You've talked to them face to face. They did sting up you. That's why we got you elected, so that you're mingling with people you don't know on a regular basis, campaigning, instead of sitting in an office doing taxes. You can take your taxes in once or twice, and then you might get wise to that. Or had you not gotten to Huntington's disease, I think now you would know the difference. But before, maybe you got real sick, maybe you would have. So we all wanted you to run for office. So you're mingling with. What's the best way to get to a perp? What's the best way to get to a suspect? What's the best way to get to an offender? Get them mingling with the public, and then you can go talk to them, and they won't have a fucking idea what you're doing. And you gave up all kinds of shit. Yeah, you're so whack job, you don't even know. Bet you don't remember any of it. Even if I told you, you might not remember. Okay, so I still have traffic court in August. You trying to impede court process? I think you love impeding court process. I think that's kind of your thing. I think this traffic court case scares the fuck out of you. If it didn't, you wouldn't worry about it. Right? If the truth didn't scare the fuck out of y'all, you wouldn't be so pathetic and desperate right now. You're more pathetic and desperate than you've ever been. You paid millions of dollars for a lie, and what you did, Mr. Perry, over the past 7 years is you bought us the truth. There is the result of your actions and of ours. People don't like you. They like us. Because when you're gone, there's no more broke, there's no more creepy, there's no more harassing, there's no more poking, peeping, pink, penny, patity, period. Your guy calls you. Your guys in Houston said that. There's no more, we all get the creeps when he walks in, and we're all sick and tired of dealing with the stress. And I'm sick of watching her be broke. I'm sick of watching what he does to her. I'll be glad when he's gone. she can kick some ass under a lot of very extreme duress for a long period of time. That's impressive. But you know what? I really can't wait to see what she can do when he's just gone and not around to make problems for her constantly. I'd like to see her be happy in who she's with. You know, be happy with the person that she wants to be with and be hanging out, and there's nobody threatened all the time. And nobody told, try to get her to talk about this and try to get her to talk about that and try to get her to talk about this. And then, did you leak? Did you say something? Who'd you talk to? Did you? Everybody's sick of that. Mr. Perry, do not contact me. We will get more. You will pay for that. You will fucking pay for that. So, don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her. Don't contact her family. Comply with the law like everybody else. And she's not to be broke anymore. Period. And we say it and then we show you. We say it, we show you. Look at all this. This is us showing you. You're pissing off some people with a whole lot of power. Okay? And we're tired of repeating ourselves. You creep me the fuck out every time you contact me. Stop contacting me. Stop. We got all this. I mean, this goes back. Look at this, Mr. Perry. Look at that. We get it before, not after. Mike doesn't have a mark on him. Can't beat somebody to death and have no marks on you. They got that to me right in jail. None of this was up to y'all when we got it. Found out I was trafficked before I was trafficked. Any other victims say that? It wasn't up to you, was it? What is it you think you're getting away with if we have that? Before, not after. See, you're just stupid. It's so easy, it's not fair.
And my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't give a
find
fuck.
Mr. Perry, every time you contact me, you pay for that. He just threatened me again. I'm gonna get you. Just like this guy. They're both mentally not all there. She's trying to say, do you like having a camera in your face all the time? Because that's what you're doing to me, and I don't like it. You want me to go get the pictures? I'm gonna get you. Oh my God. Didn't understand a fucking thing she said. Mr. Perry never understands a fucking thing you say. His response is always a failure. Always a failure. You're gonna pay for that, okay? When you threaten me and when you contact me and you invade my privacy, I said, get the fuck out of my phone, bitch. Get out of my phone. Get your hands out of my wallet. Get the fuck away from my family. Get out of my life. Fuck off. Act like a grown-ass man. Get some dignity already. Go work. You fat, lazy pervert. Explain to the judge what you do all day with your time. Okay? Prove you're doing anything but what we say. Because we can prove you are. So, here's this nutbag. Nagy Neal and Charles, exactly the same. I'm gonna get you. I got pictures of you. They both say it. Wackadoos. Look at this.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want,
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give
get
a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't
find
give a
out.
fuck.
This make
Alright, millions of dollars you spent going at me. Bought us intel that nobody else has. So, what are you gonna get? What is it you think you're getting away with again? What is that? What was that you said? Yeah. Okay. Cuckoo bird. Bye-bye. Fly away.